up guys, welcome back to Real Talk. So in today's video you join me and the C43 AMG, and my god how good does this car look. I want to say a massive thank you to LSH, Macclesfield Mercedes, and a special thank you to Paul Arnold for arranging this. But in today's video we're going to be looking, not in depth with the C43, but we're going to be looking at, you know, what it costs, the spec, how it is to drive, what its rivals are, and where does it sit in the market. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Back to Mercedes now. I'm gonna fucking put an order in. Oh my god. So guys, you join me in the car here with Mr. Paul Arnold. He's a sales exec at LSH Mercedes in Macclesfield, and he's kindly agreed, well, he's a friend of mine anyway, but he's kindly agreed to come out and do some filming in the C43 AMG. And don't know if you can see from the intro my initial response. My god, does this car go, and my god, how good does it sound?
It's probably the best sounding car that I reckon Mercedes do at the minute. You reckon?
Yeah. In this video we're going to be discussing several things. So we're going to be talking about what is the C43 AMG and where does it sit in the market, but because a lot of people don't actually, you know, they're not familiar with what a C43 is. I wasn't up until recently, so we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at, you know, what its rivals are, so the S5, the 440i, and where does it sit in terms of price and budget. We're going to be looking at how it compares as an AMG car. Your traditional AMGs are ridiculous amounts of power set to the rear wheels, where this is four-wheel drive, and you know, is it much different? Does it perform better or worse than the C63, and how does it compare to the A45 AMG as well? And lastly, we're going to look at spec, what the car comes with as standard, what we'd recommend to get as a spec as well on the car, and maybe we might do a little video of this against my M140. So if you're watching, just pause the video, put in the comments what car you think would win. So talk us through the actual, not the spec, you know, the actual performance figures and things like that in the car, because a lot of people aren't familiar with what a C43 is.
Yeah, so the 43 basically, it's a bridge gap between sort of your C300 petrol, so your 250 horsepower ones, and your 450 horsepower V8s. So it's to take on rivals like your S5, your 440i, so your 300 odd horsepower high performance coupes. This has got a great little feature about this one, because it's actually they're all 4MATIC, so they're all four-wheel drive, the C43s,
which is handy. So like you say, with it being direct rivals with the S5 and the 440i, what kind of power is this? Is
362, I believe this one is. They've just facelifted this car, so this is an 18-year model, but they've just brought out a new C43, which is 390.
390.
Yeah, same engine, just tweaked slightly.
Just tweaked slightly. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
0
to 60,
4.7, I believe. It's about the same as your car, isn't it?
Yeah, about the same as mine.
On paper, yeah, probably a bit faster, but
we'll find out about that a bit later.
Yeah.
But no, it's such usable power, like you're saying. It's rear-wheel drive. Well, it's not rear-wheel drive.
It's a rear bias four-wheel drive system, so it's predominantly rear-wheel drive, and then it will distribute itself accordingly. But it's quick enough. The understeer is pretty manageable. It's not too bad, and it's the oversteer just kind of sorts itself out. With having the front drive helping out as well. So
but some of the corners you're going into, I just couldn't, like in my car personally, it would break. You know, I'd be oversteering like mad.
Yeah.
It's just the actual grip is just unbelievable. When you hear the word AMG, you just think too much power, rear wheel drive. Because this is, I think it's kind of changed the concept, not the concept, but the way you look at AMGs, because I couldn't believe the grip. I could not believe the grip and how soon you can get on the power.
Yeah, it's if you've got providing you've got the correct ESP settings, it'll let you put it down. It's very cautious in just the normal mode. So I've got the ESP set to sport, which dynamic drive that we've got, so you have to change the ESP separate from the drive mode. It's a bit frustrating that really, but as long as you've got it in a sport ESP, it allows a little bit of slip, and it'll allow you to put the power down and sort of even it out between the wheels, whereas in normal mode it sort of chocks it all completely, so you just, it won't let you have it.
Won't let you have it?
No, whereas in the sport mode it'll give you it, but it settles itself really easily, whereas I've been in yours and it's a bit leery, it doesn't like putting it down. And the same with the 63s, they're just, I find them a bit too difficult to actually put the power down. And a real world situation on a cross-country road, I think this has probably got the pace for anything like that.
Of course.
Yeah, because the 63s are a little bit leery for the fact that they're made to be like a muscle car, so they're made to be just rear-wheel drive, big V8, loads of power, whereas these are supposed to be a bit more of a usable day-to-day drivable car, which they really are. They're a lot more comfortable than the 63. You get just,
you were saying it's quite hard, isn't it?
Yeah, the 63 is a little bit raw.
You reckon?
Yeah, I find them a little bit too raw, whereas this, you've got a bit of a good blend. You can stick it in eco, you've got the great 9-speed in these, so the 9-speed autos as opposed to the most AMGs get the 7-speed dual clutch, whereas this has got your 9-speed, which just makes it a bit more usable. It's not as, in your traffic conditions and things like that, it's not as jerky, it's a real smooth sort of auto, but I'm driving it in manual mode, I've been since we started, so...
Yeah, exactly. You're not taking it out of manual, sport, everything's on.
Yeah, everything's on besides the suspension's in soft, because I find it a bit too firm.
Yeah. Now do you feel this is the perfect balance? Because obviously, like we've said before, your typical AMGs, they're a bit too much of a handful, I would say. So what would you say? Do you think this could do with a bit more power, or...?
I think that the updated version will probably be one of the most perfect cars that they do. Yeah, this is the balance of the power and the grip. It's pretty much there. A little bit more power, I'd say, yeah, wouldn't go amiss because it feels like the chassis can handle it.
Yeah.
I know the 63, it does struggle to put it down unless you're doing about 50 mile an hour, because it's just, there's so much torque. I know you get the same trouble with M4s, and they do struggle with it. But yeah, this with a little bit more poke, I would say best bang for your buck from Mercedes.
Now the big question is at the moment everyone's raving about the A45 AMG. How does this compare to that?
They're a different car. I mean, I've been lucky enough to test drive them back to back between the two, and A45's a hot hatch. It's a bit more raucous. It's a bit more fun, I'd say. This is more of a. It's supposed to be like a GT coupe.
Yeah.
With a great deal of fun with it, which it's got. Yeah, the A45 is raw. It's a bit like your Honda Civic Type R style.
Yeah.
Ridiculously loud, punchy, 2-litre turbo. Hard riding. Yeah, they're a bit more raw. A bit more like a race car. This is more of a soft swooping coupe.
And power wise, what would you say? Obviously they're running basically identical race cars,
BHP on paper, a newer AMG A45 has got a bit more than this, but the torque figure isn't as high.
Okay.
So even though it's called a 43 versus a 45, so that's what the 45's got a little bit more power. But usability, I'd say this has got it hands down.
Yeah.
It's got a lot more torque. It's accessible from down in the rev range. With the A45's great engine, it does suffer with a little bit of lag at low end, whereas this having 2 turbos, this is non-existent.
Yeah, it's non-existent really, is it?
Yeah.
And in terms of feel, would you say it's more premium inside?
Yeah, the cabin quality definitely does feel much more up there. I mean, it's got like your extended leather dash style, the seat design. I know, granted, these are just the standard seat coupe seats. They're not an AMG seat like you get in the 63s.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a premium feel. You sit lower in the car. It just all round, it cocoons inside the car, and it just feels like a beautiful place to be.
Now the one thing I noticed, and I always say it about mine is a wolf in sheepskin. Now you look at this, and honest to God, if you knew about cars, then you'd know. Obviously you've got the bi-turbo on the sides. It does say C43 AMG, but I don't think it's too loud. No, I think it's more of a gentleman's car. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you really knew what you were looking for, you wouldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, I agree. We're going to talk a little bit about spec and price now. So a brand new one of these, no options, just out of factory. How much is it going to cost?
Well, just out of factory, they've just changed them, so they've just gone up to 50 which is quite a bit. When this was originally about 46 standard car out of the box as it comes,
but now they've gone up to 50, obviously, yeah, like you mentioned with the facelift and things like that.
Yeah, more power, same base car. They've upgraded things, so they've now got a digital dash, whereas this has got the original clock style. Yeah, originally they were 46 grand when this was about. Yeah.
Okay, and as a standard car, what did it come with standard spec?
So you get things like, you get satellite navigation, you've got LED headlights, they're automatic, they don't do the high beam themselves, but yeah, auto lights, auto wipers, park sensors front and rear camera.
And that's all the standard.
Yeah, that's all the standard.
It's pretty decent spec then, isn't it? Similar to BMW specs.
Yeah.
Now this has got a few goodies on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So do you want to talk us through what those are and how that affects the price?
Sure. So yeah, this is a premium plus car. So what that adds is a panoramic glass roof that's tilt and slide. It's got keyless entry, electric memory seats for both front. This has also got a command satellite navigation system which connects to Mercedes Me, which if you've never heard about it, it's an app you can have on your phone where you can control a lot of things from the car. You can lock it and unlock it from your phone.
Okay.
It's got the Burmester surround sound, probably the big highlight of this car. It's one of the best stereos you've heard. Really? In a coupe, yeah. They've put a lot of power and a lot of thought into this surround sound system they've put into these, and it's definitely one of the options to have if you're looking at any C coupe.
So as that premium plus package, how much does that cost?
So the premium plus is quite expensive. So it's around about £3,000 over and above standard.
Really, when you think about it, £3 grand isn't much. The most important thing that this car's got is
optional sports exhaust.
And
yeah,
me just being in the car, we've played with the settings with it being off and on, and there is such a difference. There is such a difference. I'm going to show you now. That is, I'm not Mercedes-Benz fanatic, you know, I don't work for Mercedes, but if I was going to get one, which I'm telling you now, I'm absolutely in love with this car, I would get that. What would you say? Is it a must?
Yeah, 100%.
How much is a...
performance exhaust isn't expensive. I think it's about £500 to a standalone option. Literally, it's about 500 quid as a standalone. You can't add it with anything else. It's not part of a pack. It's literally just as it is, 500 quid, switchable, and it'll be the best button you press all day, daily.
And you drive it all the time, don't you? Yeah. So, what is it like to drive?
Pretty epic. I think the soundtrack definitely helps.
Yeah,
especially with the manual mode. It's yeah, you can do what you need to with the gearbox. I mean, it's 9-speed auto, but fast changes. The pickups unbelievably quick.
You wouldn't think it was a single clutch.
No, it's the turning is brilliant, I must say, as well.
Yeah. There we are, bit of air.
It's just got so much character to the sound of this V6. You wouldn't even think it's a twin turbo.
Yeah. And
you really wouldn't think it is. It sounds so atmospheric.
I wouldn't, and I'll be honest, I'll put my hands up, this car sounds so much better than mine. So much better.
Yeah, I mean yours has got a great sort of deep burble to it.
Yeah.
It howls a bit because it's a straight six, whereas just with this V it's just got just a nice burble to it down low. But then you've got the great pops and bangs with it. You've just been through a couple of tight hairpins, and you can't get it to understeer. You really can't. I know you hear about the S5 and things like that. It's been a bit of an understeering car, and this just doesn't seem to do it. It'll dance around a little bit.
Yeah,
really good for it.
But it's strange that you say that though, because we've not even really experienced oversteer either.
No. I've got the ESP set to sport, so it allows a little bit of slip. Yeah, but it's just not. It's so planted. It's so focused, and it'll just do what it needs to do.
It's phenomenal how, you know, this is the 3 litre twin turbo. Granted, it's a V6, mine's a straight 6, but they are completely different cars, I'd say.
Yeah,
completely different. But what one do you think's faster?
I have no idea.
Honestly, I don't know. I reckon it'll be close.
Yeah, very close.
For the grand finale, we're going to do a little drag race between this and the N140i. So you guys would have put your guesses in the comments already. So let's see how this one pans out.
Yeah, everything I've got.
Right, it is N140i versus C43 AMG. It is time. Right, I don't know if we're going to be able to do a standing still one.
No.
Probably not.
Just wait for a bit of traffic.
We'll go at the lights. So we're cruising at 10. Hold on. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm lifting off. 3, 2, 1, go. To conclude, what are my thoughts on the C43 AMG? I absolutely love it. Everything about it, the way that it looks, the interior, the way that it drives, the sound, absolutely awesome. So for those who are in the market for a fast coupe or even a saloon, because you can get the saloon version in it as well, I would 100% recommend looking at one, test driving one and seeing what the figures come out with. Because like Paul mentioned, it's absolute bang for your buck. Tell you what though, I was surprised with the drag race. For those who watched it to the end, who thought the M140 was going to win? Mad. But I just want to say a massive thank you to LSH Mercedes, Macclesfield, for obviously lending me the car, making this happen basically. And again, a massive thank you to Paul Arnold, the sales exec there at LSH. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible. So for anyone who is in the market for a C43, or of the matter any Mercedes, feel free to give Paul an email. I'll put his email in the description below. So I just want to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.